Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I want to take you through some of my genealogy that I was turned on to by a new friend that found me on YouTube. It's amazing how people find me, but in any case, my grandma was born on the same day as me, and I was able to look down through her genealogy and see it deeply, way down there, like 5 generations. Okay, so I wrote it down here, and there I am at the top, and there's my dad, and there's his mom, Phyllis Ann Livingston Rogers, and her parents were Arthur Livingston and Diantha Mickelson Livingston. So there's my grandma, and if we pick Arthur Livingston, there he is. That's my great-grandpa on my dad's side, on his mother's side. We just barely started to dig in here now. Arthur Livingston. And he was born on September 22nd of 1881. And he died in 1963, 2 years before I was born. He didn't quite get to see me. Pretty good looking guy there, huh? Okay, so let's go down and see his father, James Campbell. Oh, and by the way, this is on the Find a Grave site, and it's free. findagrave.com. James Campbell Livingston Jr. There he is. And he was born on February 14th, 1858 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay, and then his father was very famous because he helped build the foundation of the Mormon temple. Let's see. His father was James Campbell Livingston Sr. And there he is. So that was my great-great-great-grandfather. Great-great-great-grandfather. The other guy was my great-great-grandfather, and the other guy was my great-grandfather. We get a lot more greats here soon. So this guy is really notable because if you look at the photos, somebody posted a photo of this memorial for him right here. Okay. The granite used in the construction of the Mormon temple in Salt Lake City was quarried from a large field of huge boulders covering this area, broken by nature's forces from adjacent cliffs. The quarrying of these boulders was begun about 1862 by James C. Livingston, my great-great-great-grandfather, under the supervision of John Sharp. He was like 32 or something when he started. The names of the faithful quarrymen who continued the work up until the temple was finished in 1893 are enclosed in the monument. Rough stones were hauled to the temple block suspended under great two-wheel carts drawn by ox teams until the railroad was built in 1872. The Boy Scouts created that monument. Okay, so then let's see. So which way you want to go? To his father? Okay, we're going to go down to his father, Archibald Livingston. Born July 25th, 1808. Died April 27th, 1849. Born in Dalgety Bay, Fife, Scotland. Okay, so there's where some of my ancestors are from. Dalgety Bay, Fife, Scotland. Let's see. Okay, Fife, Scotland is right here on the east coast of Scotland. And Dalgety Bay is somewhere, I don't know, I'd have to look at that up too, but. And then, where is it? Okay. So, this is Fife area. And then I also have relatives from Lanarkshire. I don't know if it's north or south. Lanarkshire, but we'll see those in a minute. Okay, so, wait, let's go forward, not backward. Okay. So his parents were... Okay, so his parents were Archibald Livingston, another Archibald. Maybe they were all bald. And he was born the 25th of July, 1808 in Fordell, Scotland. The oldest of 12 children, yada yada yada. Anyway, so it goes on and on and on, you know, because this is just 1/4 of my genealogy, my grandma's side. So you got 4 grandparents, and this is just one of them. And so I tried to go back on my grandpa's, and that doesn't go very deep, but my grandma's has like tons, as you can see. And then if you branch off from one of the others, like the women, Phoebe Ann Chapman Livingston, which was James, my great-great-grandfather's wife, here branches down here to Anne McKay Chapman and Welcome. The guy's name was Welcome Chapman. That's kind of a cool first name, huh? Welcome. And he was a nice looking dude. Let's go back and check that out. Let's see, that was Phoebe Ann. Okay, so if you click on Phoebe Ann, and then you click to her father, there's his fancy, pretty fancy looking gravestone there. But he looked like that. That was... yeah, that was Welcome Chapman there. And his wife. And then Welcome Chapman, if you go down from him to Sybil, his parents, then Sybil Chapman, there's where her grave is. If you keep going down from her, okay, so then you go from Sybil down to Ruth Wood Amadon. The females seem to go deeper here in being able to find their parents. And then the deepest one that I can find, which is my great-grandmother times 6, is this woman right here, Esther Keith Wood. Esther Keith Wood. And there is no picture, no nothing, just the children, Ruth Wood Amadon. But Esther Keith Wood was from Uxbridge, Worcester County, Massachusetts, born in 1706. It doesn't say what month, etc., day. She died on August 14th of 1873, but this is as deep, as old as I can go, and actually in the United States, in Massachusetts. That is as far back as I can go. But, let's see. Her kid, Ruth Wood Amadon. No, it doesn't have a picture of her, just a gravestone. But anyways, very interesting. Kind of a trip in the mind to think about all of these people from hundreds of years ago that were my ancestors. And yeah, that's just a small number of them. Like, think about how deeply, how far back, and thousands of people made me up, physically anyway, not spiritually. So thanks for joining me